Suffocation. The state or process of dying from being deprived of air or unable to breathe. In other words, the Houston Texans defense. Nobody sends only four-man fronts more than the Houston Texans. However, they get to the quarterback better than anybody else in the league. This team's ability to break a team's spirit from the inside is brutal. The Texans play brutal. Their defense's one goal is to break you down. Through 17 weeks of the NFL season, this team only allowed 295 points. That's an average of 17.4 points a game. This defense wasn't just playing good, they were playing historical, shutting teams down, playing suffocation level stuff. What that Texans defense did to Aaron Rodgers should be a crime. Watching that game, how defensively dominant it was embarrassing for the Steelers offense. But who could blame them? This Texans defense has gained nothing but momentum the last 6 to 8 weeks. And now that the postseason is here, I don't see a team with more momentum and more confidence in their guys than the Texans defense. I would put anybody in the playoffs against this defense and put my life savings on the Texans. I truly believe that this team is capable to go all the way just off of their defense alone. This defense, what they were able to do, has been incredible. 29 plus takeaways just from that time frame alone. Kalen Bullock has definitely broken out. Derek Stingley, shutdown guy. And who could forget, of course, Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter coming opposite sides of each other on the ball. This defense isn't flashy. It's violent, disciplined, and relentless. D'Amico Ryans brought that 49ers mentality to Houston, and now this unit plays fast, aggressive, and with bad intentions on every snap. They are headhunting out here. They don't guess, they diagnose, they swarm, and once they get you behind the chains, it's over. Let's start it with the front seven, because this pass rush is disgusting. Will Anderson Jr. isn't just winning reps, he's wrecking game plans. Teams are sliding protections, chipping tight ends, keeping the backs in, and guess what? He's still getting home. Then you've got rotation that stays fresh. This is why depth is important. Houston values that. So on third downs, they rotate out pass rushers. That's when they turn it up as a defensive unit. And then we move it up a level. The linebackers. This linebacker group plays like heat-seeking missiles. They fill gaps instantly. They erase screen plays off the board. They don't miss tackles in space. They're swarming. They're hitting physically. That's why teams can't live in the short game against Houston. Everything gets tackled for 4 instead of 10. When you're consistently tackling and rallying to the ball and gaining on average 2 to 3 yards a play, that's a recipe that Houston wants. But now we're maybe getting to the biggest complimentary of this defense, the secondary. Because that back end is straight clamps. Texans DBs aren't just sitting in soft zones. They're jumping routes, disguising coverages at a high level, baiting quarterbacks into mistakes. Let me tell you, you think you've got a window, then suddenly it's gone. Next thing you know, you got the ball coming the other way into Houston territory. With the combination of Stingley, Bullock, and Petrie, this defense has become a no-fly zone, which has allowed the pass rushers to get after the quarterbacks, which makes this defense elite at every level. So how does it work? This defense works because everything connects. They mesh. They work so well together. They're hand in hand. The coverage buys times for the rush. The rush forces bad throws. The linebackers clean everything up. They all work as a team, as a unit, and the confidence they possess is like no other. It's organized chaos, and offenses hate playing against it. So if you're still sleeping on the Texans defense, don't be surprised when they start ending seasons, because trust me, New England plays them, and I'm scared it'll happen to me. If you want more film breakdowns or real football talk, hit the subscribe button. Tell me, who do you think is the scariest defense in the NFL? And as always, if you liked it, share it to your grandma. Maybe she's a Texans fan, I don't know.
We are the Texans, the Houston Texans. Big Texas skies, big Texas pride. Go Texans, go! And we'll fight like Texans. the Toro, the red, white, and blue. Everybody are the Texans.